was very Christmassy, wasn't it?
Very festive.
Good evening all, and welcome to a special Friday edition of the Sorare Lounge, brought to you by Sorare Thursday Club. I am your host, Johnny, aka DawNado, and I'm joined as ever by Earthquake's #1 collector, one-arm bandit, and the baby beluga himself, Ricky T, aka the Sorare Mamba. How are you doing, my man?
Oh, well, that's a lovely intro. Thanks. How long did it take you to come up with those 3 nicknames for me?
About 30 seconds, I reckon. But I could have done a lot ruder, to be honest, as you well know. But I went nice and chilled, I think.
It was a nice mix. Small whale, one arm. And you're right, I do love a bit of San Jose. Yeah, I'm doing all right. You know, nowhere else I'd rather be on a Friday night than in front of my computer chatting to you.
I mean,
like the old MSN days.
This is the way adult life's gone, mate, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, I've spent the last 2 hours cleaning up my baby's D&V, diarrhea and vomiting. And look at us, we're here now. But why is tonight a special show? I hear you all ask. Well, not only do we have a special Premier League triple giveaway, but I have won my first star rare in almost 3 years, courtesy of the Super Cap 220. Ricky, I believe you've also won a couple of prizes, so we're going to crack those open and see how disappointed we can be with those. We're going to do a little Premier League preview. I know obviously the game week's already shut for this week, but just to see what we think might happen this weekend. And then, we'll end off with a little Everton versus the world, I think. I think you were very keen to get a team in against Everton this week, so we're playing Man City away. So,
you did drag me out of Friday night social life because you've won your first star rare, and you were like, oh, "Come on, we've really got to go live. I really want to get this on camera." I was like, "Fine,
it's got to be on camera.
Rare. I'll come and suffer for you."
I mean, sorry, but did you have lots of plans tonight? Did you, mate? What was there a pizza with your name on it in the freezer and a glass of red wine?
A large American sports game on Sunday that I'm saving myself for. If I'm going to have a hangover on a Monday, I better make sure the rest of the weekend's a good build up to it. So, yeah.
Damn right. Love it. Okay. So, yeah, beautiful. Shall we crack on with opening your prize? Do you want to let everyone know how you got on in both the Super Caps and see what we've won?
Bonus warm-up content. I've got an NBA Tier 2 to open, but I just flicked onto it and I forgot that these came out today. How cool are these cards?
Yeah, they're very cool. They're just normal. They're just the normal cards, right? They're not special.
No, Johnny. No, sir. These are the All-Star and Rising Star special editions.
Wow.
That dropped earlier on today. Obviously, it's All-Star break's coming up in the NBA. So, yeah, they've released the jazzy cards for it. Not a lot of positivity about the NBA product around right now.
I've actually heard of some of those players. So they must be pretty big.
Yeah, these are cool. Like, I really like these card designs. The Wembanyama rookie, like
that does look cool. I mean, he even looks about 8 foot on his card. Like that's impressive. No, that does look good.
They're definitely up there in terms of card designs that I've seen. These are really nice, different designs.
They look very American, don't they? Like stars and stripes. Yeah, I think they're cool. I see there's a player called Dyson up there. I'm sure he'll be hoovering up all the points this year.
Had to get that one in, didn't you?
Oh, that's so good.
LeBron. I think they're cool. I think the different designs.
I like the back. The back's good as well. And I noticed they got some words on the back of them at the bottom.
Words. I'd say these might be the best looking cards on Sorare.
Wow.
I think it was the Sunrise, the Sun Dream, whatever the really old ones we had. They were really good. And Liquid or Golden Boys, one of those was really good as well on the football side of things. But these are really standout cool. Yeah,
nice. I like them. So are you going to be trying to pick up a few, or are you just letting them price
go? Prices on NBA don't lead me to think that I need to buy any more of them as they keep going down. But I might pick up one. I'll see how they go. Maybe pick up one of my favorite players. I'm not sure how many teams are in it. Is there any Brooklyn? There's no Brooklyn Nets who are my boys. So yeah, maybe not. We'll have a look. Maybe I'll have a few drinks one day this weekend and we'll pick something up. Yeah, but anyway, as a bonus, I do have an NBA card to open. You know,
could it be one of the new design cards?
No, because this was from earlier in the week. You know how I like to save up my rewards. A soft reward opening, because I'm sure no one is overly caring about Sorare NBA. But let's have a look what we got anyway.
Okay.
Tier 2 from the Miami Heat playing in guards. Jamie Jacques Jr. Rookie cards.
That's
a rookie
nice.
with that glorious hair, beard, and split tash combo.
That's impressive.
Things you like to see. Yeah, he looks all right. Decent scores. Obviously, the NBA is very cap based, so you can fit him in any way you like. Brendan, have you opened yet, lads? No, Brendan. We're on the soft warm up. We started with a bit of basketball.
We're slowly warming up to the big event, but stay tuned. It will be coming soon.
Right, let's get to my football ones. I am the the warm up before your big reveal. So I got 4 rewards. We had a good run in the Cat 220 Super Cat 220 Limited. Can't get my words out tonight. We were really close to the top. I think we were Casemiro giving away that penalty against Wolves in that mad game when we were doing the show. I think his negative decisive probably cost me a star. We had 2 negative decisives in our 4 lineups, but overall we did pretty well. I did target it, so I can't complain. So we're going from 5, 4, 3, and 1. So let's just open some filler ones, to moisten the crowd.
I will
moisten everyone up. We've got a Michel Bakker from Atalanta.
I feel that's a pretty good one. I used to own his Bayer Leverkusen card.
Age 23, looks 43.
Yeah, he's worth 79 pence. Apparently.
79 pence.
Yeah.
I'm all about the money. Tier 4 from Champion Europe Limited. This was back in game week 445.
Could do with a nice little Premier League one here for the new Premier League comp. Mids. Monaco. Oh, my boy!
Crepin Diatte.
Another one of my boys. So Crepin Diatte's obviously just been at AFCON. Plays as a right back predominantly now, from my knowledge. He's worth £1.38. So not too bad.
We're up to £2 so far.
Wow,
from game week 444. So we've gone back through 447, 445, and now 444 Cap 240 Limited. This is a tier 3. Maybe we get someone into
how you save up your prizes and not open them.
French defender from Lille, Bafodi Diakati.
This is another
his name. I apologise.
I own him on Ultimate Champions, if I'm not mistaken. He's worth £3.15.
Oh, we're over a fiver, lads. Over a fiver.
Got some very nice dark green scores in the last
Super Cap 220. Can we see what was in the pool? Is that a thing? Let's just do it. We don't need to waste time. Tier 1.
What are we hoping for here?
I'm not sure.
Got any gaps in your gallery that you're looking to fill at the moment?
Not really. I'm looking about monetary value when it comes to limiteds. So let's have a look what we get. Tier 1.
Maybe a cheeky Euros.
German goalkeeper.
Oh, Unestal.
Unestal.
I feel like that's pretty good. I think he's one of the best goalkeepers in Holland, if I'm not mistaken. Worth £21.
£21.
That is that's positively gold mine for limited at the moment.
Yes, that's a tier 1. We came 31st, so I did target it all 8 game weeks. So that is 8 game weeks worth of targeting for £21. I did enjoy it though. But
yeah, I mean, when you put it like that, it doesn't sound great. But I mean, Cap 220 prizes, weekly prices, were they that good anyway? You're probably not
getting... And it is limited, so you've got to dampen your monetary expectations. But
and also the main thing is that you beat the boys with your Cap 220 team this month.
Yeah,
first time top of the leaderboard, so you got to be happy with that. Well, congratulations. There's some lovely little wins there. I understand you had a bit of a last minute heartbreak with your Cap 220 rare team. Is that right?
Yeah, we were doing quite well, but our top 4 teams did contain a 4-man lineup which had a DMP, and then we got a negative decisive in our last lineup, which killed us, and we just got knocked out at the last minute. So, there you go. Enough about me.
Good work. Nice bit of fluff in there, mate. We're going to go straight on to onto myself now. I would say it's what everyone's here waiting for, but it's probably waiting for the giveaway, more likely. But let's go through what happened for the last few weeks. So Cap 220 Rare and Cap 220 Limited, like yourself, have been something I've been aiming to try and do well in. So I've been putting it high up in my importance when setting teams. As you can see down here, I've ended up finishing 4th in Cap 220 Rare. So we'll be getting my first star rare prize in a very long time. So very happy with that. So started off pretty well with a 312 in first week. Didn't do a team. And then I smashed a 385. So that team there, I remember doing very well in that week and thinking, right, maybe I should give this a good old go, because that's a decent start, getting almost 700 from 2. Put a couple of other teams in that sort of flat to deceive, didn't do that well. And then a 373 came in. I was doing so well on that. And then Danilo was on the bench, but did come on and got 40 odd. Which wasn't that bad. And then last weekend, didn't do very well. And then this midweek, I was like, right, this is my last chance. I was about 15th, top 5 with Star Rare. Can I get myself up about 50 odd points to get into the Star Rare pool? I was feeling like it was pretty unlikely. I took about 3 hours on Friday morning researching random players all over the shop, seeing what fixtures were looking good. Ended up settling on a Blair Spittle. I was desperate to get Blair Spittle in. I may have mentioned him on WhatsApp groups and Twitter quite a lot in the last few days. But yeah, loved his fixture. And he only ended up putting 2 goals. I think it was a goal and 2 assists. Got 100 as my captain. I also got him Willy Bolly for £5 for rare, who put up 62 for Cote d'Ivoire. And it got me up to 393. 3rd in the week. And got me up to 4th overall. So
congratulations.
There's the history of how I got there. Yeah, I'm very happy about that. Limited didn't go quite as well, but got up to 109th, which is, I think, a tier 2. But anyway, less of the waffle. Let's see what we've won. I'm a little bit nervous, I'll be honest. I think this is going to be my biggest prize for some time, but I will probably.
Did you look at the prize pool? What's in the star?
Oh yeah, I probably could look at the prize.
It was literally on screen. I thought that was where this was going. I thought your preamble was leading us into the.
Yeah. Good point. Let's go back one more. Let's look at the prize pool. I think
you got to tease yourself.
I think it'll probably end up being just the star prize. I mean, Bellingham. I think I've heard of him. I think he's pretty good.
Yeah.
Obviously, won't get any of these guys up here. But yeah, I mean, it literally makes my heart skip a beat reading these names on here. I'll be honest. I'm a little bit excited about what this could be. I don't think I need any keepers. So, you know, I mean, obviously, I wouldn't turn a keeper down if it comes, but I'd like an outfield stud. Now, I mean, Grimaldo's in there. Kevin De Bruyne. Yamal, that'd be a nice sort of 10-year.
That would be insane, but only one of him left.
He's like 14 years old, so that'd settle me down.
He could be the best right winger in La Liga right now. He's absolutely on fire.
But yeah, there's some. It's Pickford. Imagine if I get Pickford. Yeah, there's some big names in there. I think we'll all agree. I wonder if there's no Paris Saint-Germain players in there, is there? No,
I quite liked having the normal 220 back today. Now that it's not there, I always like 220 anyway, so I quite like having it back like normal today. You know? Yeah,
I know what you're saying. A little less stressful filling it in.
Yeah, and I know the prizes. Yeah, the prize is usually shit, but I do like entering it and like trying to chuck in the lesser used cards to try and fit in there. So I'll be sad once it's gone. RIP cat modes.
Yeah, love it.
Okay. Almost as bad as my legends being gone. But yeah, let's go for it.
So let's go for the tier 2 first. So I'm hoping for a decent-ish card here. Probably
Hype train.
Yeah. Come on, baby. Something good. A nice Euros player. Belgium goalkeeper. Oh, it's Castells. Nobody.
Castells.
Okay. Going to be cool, isn't he? Because Courtois not going to the Euros.
Yeah, I mean, I've got one. We're going to watch Belgium v Slovakia at the Euros, so that should be one of the hold your phone up in front of the camera and be like, "Oh, let the game! Look at my team! I got the players." Yeah, he's not playing this weekend though, sadly, because I couldn't use mine this weekend. So I have him on Ultimate Champions hands. So
he's not what? He's not playing
this weekend. Yeah, he's got a back issue, I believe.
Oh, well, hopefully get well soon, please, Cohen Castells, because we need you ready for the Euros. Okay, happy with that. That's a good start. Okay, right. Sorare. This is it now. I'm nervous. Let's see what we've got. Oh, God. Italy. Goalkeeper. You're joking. I've got a Lecce goalkeeper.
Lecce goalkeeper is your star reward. Vladimiro Falcone.
I'll be honest.
Super cap.
I was hoping for a bit better than the Lecce goalkeeper.
Yeah. 8 weeks. 8 weeks of blood and tears and suffering have gone into coming fourth in the 8-week competition for Vladimiro Falcone. He is worth, his floor at the moment is 270 quid. I don't think he has many cards. There's not been a lot of sales. 90 rares.
Okay, well, I'm very disappointed with that. Very frustrating. Was hoping for something a little bit better than that. At least someone that might have some international utility as well. So
he's on great form, mate. He's got 12, 55, 14 in his last 3. So
that's good. Nice own goal in the last game as well. So awesome. Really, really happy with that. That one's going to be going straight on the secondary market, and we'll probably get undercut about 30 times before it ends up selling for half the price. So, well, that's gutting.
Yeah, I mean, that's still a sizable chunk of money.
It is a sizable chunk. And I was saying this to someone the other day, wasn't I, in our group? Like, sometimes it's nice winning a card you don't want that's worth good money, because then you can just sell them and then buy someone you do want. Because if you win someone that's kind of like really good and wasn't someone you necessarily wanted, you end up I end up keeping them probably. Yeah. Someone I've never heard of as a star rare. Great.
All right. Well, congratulations on coming fourth in a long form competition anyway. You got Falcone. It's kind of a cool name.
Sounds like a gangster name, doesn't it, to be fair?
Yeah, everyone needs goalies. Everyone always needs goalies. Bren says sell. One word, straight to the point, solid advice. So what have we got left? Everton versus the World, your giveaway, and Prem preview.
Prem preview. So I think if we crack on with the Prem preview now, starting off with the biggest game of the weekend, if you want to get that on screen. We have the Giants of Everton versus the lesser known team that only formed in about 2005, Man City. You've got a few players available to you there for that game, Rick.
Yeah.
So I think you've probably got 40 players available to pick.
Yeah, you can see here I've got a lot of options.
Yeah, like it. I mean, I'll crack us off here. I think obviously the toughest fixture on paper, not only in the Premier League, but probably in Europe right now. Man City, I think, have scored in something stupid like 52 straight home games. We do have the most clean sheets in the Premier League this season, though. I'll be very surprised if we manage to keep a clean sheet tomorrow. But we are looking reasonably tight. We're coming off 3 straight draws. So, not great. Man City obviously got all their big guns back now, haven't they? Got De Bruyne, Haaland. I see a lot of AA, AAA matchups with them there. Obviously, I'm starting about 5 full Everton stacks in this game. Not expecting to win anything from them, but it's going to be a tough one. I don't know if I want to put my neck out on the line, but I'm going to go for a 1-1.
Yeah, I think Man City will probably rest. The problem with Man City players this week was the resting players. They're starting to come up to that Tuesday, Saturday period again. De Bruyne, Foden and Alvarez have had a lot of minutes put in, so you'd expect one of them to probably get a rest. De Bruyne as well. Will Kovacic come in and sit in alongside Rodri? Any of the defence could be rested at any time. But Everton are an absolute bag of shite away from home. Man City pretty good. 3-0 Man City.
We're absolutely not a bag of shite away from home, so get your facts right. We're a bag of shite at home. Anyway, yeah, I mean, it's difficult to argue with you saying 3-0, to be honest with you. If we get anything from the game, I'll be very happy. Okay, so Fulham-Bournemouth next. Could be a tight game. I think both teams are very sort of even at the moment in terms of where they are in terms of progression, and they both seem to play pretty good football, but do have the odd like massive stinker performance. Obviously, I know you've got a lot of Bournemouth players in your squad. I've got a couple of Fulham players. Yeah, I can see this being a high-scoring affair, something like a 2-2 or something like that. A bit of a Desmond.
Yeah, Bristol City, the Bristol City All-Stars team. They've got most of our signings in there. I do like Bournemouth, but I think Tom Kearney with a AAA in there. I really like Tosin at the back for Fulham. Very good AA game on him in recent weeks. So he's a cool card. Broha is one I'm interested in if he can come into the Fulham team. Does he start tomorrow or wait one more week? But I think he'll be really, really good when he comes in. I'm interested in for the Euros as well. So Broha is one that I'm really keeping an eye on. I am going to go for... I have Bournemouth bias. So instead of going for a 1-0, I'm going to tick over to Bournemouth 2-1.
Nice. One thing I did see today, actually, is Bournemouth officially signed Sinistera on a permanent for 20 mil. So you'd like to think maybe that will help him nail down a place. I certainly own a rare card of him, so I'll be happy to see that.
So I own Semenyo, so I think he probably keeps Semenyo at the team if he comes in. So
cool. Okay, so Liverpool at home to Burnley. So I think I can only see one thing here, and that's probably a 5-0 Burnley away win, to be honest with you. Although that wouldn't be good for Everton. So yeah, I mean that's a Liverpool home win all day in my eyes. Yeah, seem to be playing pretty well. Obviously, don't have Salah still, but still doing okay. Although they did get beat by Arsenal last week, didn't they? 3-1. So coming off a loss, could be a bad time for Burnley to play them because they'll probably be very keen to get back onto winning ways. Burnley, what did Burnley do in their last game? They got smashed. Oh no, they drew 2-2, I think, didn't they, in their last game, Burnley? So coming off a reasonably good result, I think Fofana potentially scored 2 goals in the last game. So he's the guy on loan from Chelsea. Might be someone to look at potentially. I think he's selling for about 40, 50 quid at the moment, rare, which isn't too bad. Notice they signed Assignon from Rennes on the transfer deadline day. So is he going straight into the starting lineup there? It looks to be. Yeah, what's your views on this game? I think I know what you're going to say, and that is a Liverpool win.
Yeah, I don't like to give Liverpool any credit, but I think they're going to comfortably win here. I do like the Assignon signing. It's usually the middle of Burnley's pitch, Berg and Brownhill that I like, but, Liverpool at home, Salah out, so it makes picking the attacking options for your rivals' lineups and things like that a bit easier. Trent and Van Dijk, there's a lot of green lights all over this Liverpool team. If you own those cards, you've got to be happy to be playing them. I can't see anything apart from... a comfortable Liverpool win, 2 or 3-0. I'll be plugging in, unfortunately, 5 Liverpool players in my rivals lineup tomorrow. Like Jota, it's a sneaky play. Snuck him into my FPL team as well. AAA play there as well. So yeah, unfortunately, Liverpool comfortable win this weekend. Next one up is a battle of the teams that were told we're going to struggle. Obviously, one is still struggling massively, but Luton are sort of putting everyone's pre-season expectations to the sword and putting up some fucking lively performances. 4-4 Newcastle last time out, wasn't it? Looking like some, real attacking potential in the team. Doughty's getting rave reviews everywhere. Lokonga, the forgotten man. Oh, I had him in Ultimate Champions. I had him on Sorare. He's actually really putting together some good scores and performances now. I know Barkley's not on Sorare, is he? But he's like, people are calling for him to be in the England squad now. Mental what's happening at Luton. Love it. Used to live there. Very impressed by it all. And Sheffield United, didn't really make major moves in the transfer window, are playing badly. Is Brereton Diaz going to be the thing to make the difference? I don't think so. Got pummeled again last week, didn't they, by Villa, 5-0. I just could see a lot of dark days to the end of the season now of Sheffield United. Obviously, they'll pluck up occasionally and get a good result to ruin people's predictions. But I'm going to go for Luton 2-1. And obviously, I think it's a good time. Luton at home, if look lively, and I'd be plugging a 5-man Luton team into my lineups tomorrow on Rivals as well.
I mean, if you're ever going to start your Luton players, then Sheffield United at home is the one to do it. And like you said, they've scored 4 goals in 2 straight games now. One of which was at Newcastle, which was a mental game to even watch on the highlights. Seemed pretty mad. One amazing signing Sheffield United did make was Mason Holgate. So rather than going for a 2-0 Luton win, now they've signed Holgate. I'll probably go for a 4-0 Luton win, I reckon. 2 errors led to goal for Mason Holgate.
I do wonder how low the cap's going to be on rivals in this game.
Yeah,
try and slot these players in. But go up the Luton.
Yeah, they're doing all right. I'd like a draw from an Everton perspective.
Spurs Brighton. I can lead us off here. Brighton have started flattering to deceive a bit, aren't they? Recently, we all big them up quite a lot, and I think they've actually run into a bit of problems lately. I wouldn't want anything in the Brighton backline or goal because I think Spurs score 3 or more goals. Green light for Richarlison, Maddison, Son Heung-min. All of these, the fullbacks. I want all pieces of Spurs at home. Richarlison has looked really good this season after stalling out his career for a little bit since moving away from Everton, but he's looked really good. I'm going to go for 4-1 Everton. Tottenham win. Everton?
You're obsessed, mate. I mean, I agree with you. First thing I noticed actually is it says João Pedro is going to start, and he's definitely out injured. So if you're looking at this, do not start João Pedro in the FPL teams. I mean, I can't see anything else in the Spurs win here. Brighton have been, it's weird, isn't it? We're kind of bigging them up, and they have looked amazing sometimes, but I think they've had quite a lot of injuries. Obviously, they had that run of results where they were doing Europe in midweek and then struggling on the weekend, which is, the old cliche, playing Thursday, Sunday is hard. They've struggled with that. They did win, obviously, last week. Did they win 4-1 against Palace or 4-0, something like that? I think it was 4-1.
Palace were poor, weren't they? Yeah.
Palace were poor. Palace obviously lost all their best players now as well, so I'm not sure you can read too much into that. But I was going to say 3-1, your first guess. So 3-1 and a 4-1 coming from us for that game.
Lots of
points.
Sorry, I was trying to get this page to load. Completely forgot what I was talking about. I was going to say, lots of negativity for Brighton then. Wolves, Brentford.
I mean, it's a tough game. Obviously, they're quite even teams. I think Wolves are playing quite well at the moment, though. Pedro Neto's flying. Cunha's doing well. They're about to get, I think they have actually got Hwang Yi-chan back from the Asia Cup as well. I'm not sure if he'll go straight into the starting lineup or not. I mean, Wolves looking good at the moment. I really like Gary O'Neill. I was very surprised when Bournemouth got rid of him. Obviously, the new guy's sort of steadied the ship now after a bad start at Bournemouth and is doing all right. But Gary O'Neill's doing wonders at Wolves, I think. Brentford have Tony back. Neil Maupay is deciding he can play football again and being an absolute shithouse, which is what I actually liked about him, was how much of a shithouse he is. Saw the clips in midweek of him having to go at Kyle Walker and having 3 wives and disappointing his kids and stuff. It was kind of funny. But I think it's going to be a Wolves win, but I do think Brentford will score. So I'll go for just like a standard 2-1 for me for that.
I bought a Pinnock was my reaction to the Sorare announcement this week, just to get that extra player in for my Premier League teams. And that's before I noticed that they were uncapped now. So that competition's loads harder instantly because big boys can actually just load up on.
Yeah,
we run into De Bruyne and Saka and Foden and chaos. No longer trying to sneak in Burnley players and things like that to stay under the cap. But he had a really good matchup because Sorare Date was trying to get me to put him into all of my lineups first up. But I really like Neto and Cunha. Used to have both their rares. Regret selling them both. Wolves have looked pretty good on the attack recently. I think they might just have too much here. You said 2-1, didn't you? I did like the 2-1. I'm going to back you up and go for a 2-1 Wolves. But holding out for a draw also wouldn't surprise me. Next up, we can go for the absolute shithouses that are Nottingham Forest. I'm allowed to say that because they knocked Bristol City out of the FA Cup on penalties and ruined my day out at Ashton Gate with us at home to Man United in the next round of the Cup. So, yeah, very, very frustrated. But what I did take away from that is they played a strong team against us in midweek and they went to extra time and penalties. So Forest, going to be very leggy, I think. Newcastle looked back to form recently. I don't think Forest are going to have enough in the tank to put up much of a fight. So, yeah, I think that's going to be the deciding factor. An extra long midweek mission for Forest. So I'm going to go for a comfortable Newcastle win. I like Trippier from the back. Seems to have been back into form. I've owned him and he was a bit off for a while. Yeah, I'm going to go for 2-0 to Newcastle. Shame Anthony Gordon's out because...
Yeah, I know how much you love Claire Balding. Yeah, I mean, I see a Newcastle win as well. Forest sort of still struggling a little bit. They have got a one-year back, obviously, and that's big for them. But yeah, still making hard work of Bristol City. They also made hard work of Blackpool, if I don't remember correctly. They're struggling a little bit at the moment. Obviously, they've made a few signings. They signed what's his name, didn't they, from Borussia Dortmund, the American lad that I forgot the name, Rayner.
Yeah, Rayner, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not sure he'll go straight in, but yeah, they made a couple of decent-ish signings. Matt Sells, obviously, as well, to add to their 17 keepers they've already got. But yeah, they can't defend. They're not particularly good at the back, and Newcastle do play incredibly good attacking football, although obviously missing Gordon and Isaac will be a big miss for them. But yeah, I'll go for, I think Forest will score, but I'll go for a 2-1 to Newcastle.
Yep. West Ham, Arsenal. West Ham was pummeled by Man United last weekend, which, is no mean feat nowadays to get put on your ass by Man United. So Arsenal, I continue to think that they might falter at times, and they never do. Great win over Liverpool last week. For a rivals team, I think there's enough in this Arsenal lineup which you can comfortably get a 5-man lineup out of just them. Prowse, Bowen and Kudos are nice pieces in attack, especially at home for West Ham, I guess. But I'd be wanting all Arsenal in this. I think they're on a high after last week. After Jamie Carragher telling them all to stop celebrating, I reckon they should put West Ham to the sword and come up with some sort of special dance just to rub it into the twat.
Cardboard cutout, Jamie Carragher.
Yeah, I'm going to go for Arsenal 3, West Ham 1. High scoring I've gone. I always go high scores. Lost my mind.
So I've mentioned this before, but Davy Moyes is coming to the end of his contract. I think he's done really well with West Ham. Obviously won the Conference League last year. It's got them comfortably. Are they top 8? They're doing pretty well, I think. But yeah, he just seems to not have the fans backing. I've got a feeling this could be a game where they just get pummeled and like they call for Moyes' head. Something like a 4-0 away win. I mean, I don't know if that starting lineup they predict for West Ham there is accurate, but obviously there's 5 defenders there, plus Alvarez, who's a very defensive-minded player. They're going to be shutting up shop by the looks of it. But yeah, I can see a 4-0 Arsenal win. I see Kiwior, or whatever is predicted to start for Arsenal there. Has he been starting a lot recently?
No, every now and then. I don't know what the Play Sharper guys had. But anyway, yeah. I'm not sure if he definitely will start, but
Declan Rice revenge game as well. I know he had an absolute mare there last season, didn't he? Or earlier in the season, it was terribly.
Wonder if Calvin Phillips can step up his game from his dreadful debut.
Yeah, damn right.
Hopefully not, because I don't want him near the England team for the Euros. But
I'm sure he'll be starting.
Yeah. Next up, Villa, Man United. Good win for Man United last week. Bad result for Villa at home in midweek. I think you get a reaction from Villa. I think both teams probably score. I think it's probably one of the rare occasions if you're doing a rivals lineup, you could probably mix up the teams and end up with the best result. There's a lot of potential in that Villa team, especially at home. They were on fire until midweek. Obviously, my Man United head wants me to pick them. Mainoo's been great. Rashford seems to have had a point to prove at the moment in the last couple of games. They've lost Martinez again, which means Slabhead's back in. I'm going to go 1-0.
So yeah, I think Villa will bounce back here, and I think United will hit ground zero again, unfortunately. I feel like Ollie Watkins is going to give Harry Maguire an absolute torrid day at the back there. I know Martinez is out again now, isn't he, for a prolonged period of time.
Yeah.
So Maguire's penciled into the starting lineup again. You got old Flappy Hands in goal. Højlund's starting to do well. I've noticed he scored, 4 or 5 in his last 6 games, I think it is.
Yeah, his L5 is 70.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I do think both teams will score goals. So, like you say, but yeah, I feel like it could be a 3-1 to Villa.
3-1. I really want a Kobe Mainoo card. I think he looks
a lot of people do.
Looks at Rolls Royce. I can see him in the England squad before long. Especially with our dearth of midfield, centre midfield. We're currently Jordan Henderson, who's played half a season in Saudi, and Calvin Phillips, who didn't play football at all. There is space in centre midfield for Man United starting centre midfielder in my mind. But we'll see. Yeah, I don't want to admit that Villa will win, but they are tasty at home. So that just leaves us with one more game to go over, and then I guess we do your giveaway.
I reckon so.
It is Palace versus Chelsea. So Palace, who look like they're trying to get their manager sacked, playing absolutely awful, and Chelsea, who are playing absolutely awful, except Chelsea spent about £4 billion to get to this point.
Yeah, I've got a feeling it's going to be this game is going to be one of those games where Chelsea actually look good. Obviously, had a very good midweek performance to beat Villa. Scored some pretty decent goals in the FA Cup, that is. Crystal Palace are on absolute free fall at the moment. They were doing bad before losing Eze, Elise, and Gehi, who are their 3 best players. And now those 3 are all going to be out for extended period of time. So, yeah, I've got a feeling Chelsea might go a little bit ham in this game and do something like 3-0.
Yeah,
it's a tough one. Chelsea is such a tough team because sometimes they look good and their players individually are very good players, but they just can't seem to get it together consistently at the moment. But
they were great against Aston Villa midweek. Yeah, Palace, you used to be able to rely on like Gehi and Anderson at the back to put up good scores, but that's fallen apart recently as well. Without Eze and Elise to give them that attacking spark, Chelsea are always primed to slip up. It's hard to predict how Chelsea are going to line up as well, which has been a big problem. Ben Chilwell is probably my biggest disappointment on Sorare. I was just so certain that he would be an unbelievable fullback under Poch, and what's he got, like 1 green score all season?
He's been shocking. I mean, I think it's very much a Chelsea thing rather than just him. But it's, he had that one game he missed an absolute sitter, then tore his hamstring or something and was out for 8 weeks. So it's not exactly been perfect for him.
Yeah. Cole Palmer is an absolute shining light, though, and looks incredible. I mean, he's got to be nailed on to be in the Euro squad, right? Unfortunately, he's going to find himself behind like Jude and Foden and Saka, etc. But he is a hell of a talent. And because of Palace's injuries, I'm going to have to go for Chelsea as well. But I don't think Chelsea will be overly convincing. I fancy Edouard to maybe sneak one for Palace. So I'm going to go 2-1 Chelsea.
Solid. I think we've gone pretty similar there, not in terms of our actual results for the games. I think it'll probably be a complete opposite now. You know what the Premier League's like, but yeah.
Yeah. All right. Do you want to do your giveaway?
Well, I reckon maybe we do Everton versus the World first, and then we'll do the giveaway at the end. So sorry to everyone that's holding on for the giveaway, but it will be coming. So your team you've selected to go for Everton versus the World is, I believe, Austria Vienna. So the Austrian club football is returning this week after their They had a winter break, didn't they, in Austria? I think it's slightly longer than everywhere else in Europe. But yeah, you've put together a little Austrian stack, I think, to take on my boys. And as previously mentioned, Ricky was desperate to put in a Everton versus the World team this weekend because Everton playing Man City, and he was trying to get that win because I believe I got the win last week.
Yeah, I did also see Will Hughes had predicted at centre back for Crystal Palace. I'm going to check Play Sharp and see what they say because surely not.
There's some weird things on the Sorare data lineup predictor, isn't there? They put like players in weird positions, so I'm not sure whether he's actually going to be playing centre back. But who else they got? Rob Holding.
He's actually looking like a CAM. So it's Chris Richards that was slotting in there. Yeah, I think they predicts the percentages quite well of who's going to play, but sometimes not quite the positions. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, Everton versus the World for everyone that doesn't know is someone from the Twitter or our friends or the community or someone picks a team to go against Johnny's Everton stacks each week. I believe it's 4-3. I need to double check last week's results.
I think it might be 5-2, mate. I think it might be 5-2.
We'll double check next week. But we pick a 5-man stack. They go against Johnny's Everton stack, and whoever wins, the loser has to do a punishment or a forfeit. I haven't checked last week's yet because we did the Sorare product map update instead of the normal show this week. But this week, returning Austria, Vienna,
whatever.
Purple Austrian team was what's picked for us. So I'm going for the zero-cost goalie, Kos, who's meant to start and goal. The absolute legend that is Johannes Handel. I've had him for a very long time, and he's in an absolute rich vein of form at the moment. Reinhold Ramphtel.
That's a good name.
Butchering names here. Dommy Fitz, absolute, should be fit and ready to go again. Absolute quality player in this league. And Hans Gruber.
I was thinking the exact same thing then.
The double striker option. Obviously, I had to stick this in this week because you're playing Man City, and this is a very good winnable chance for the rest of the world against Everton this week. A chance to claw back a goal. So yeah, those are my lineups that we'll update on Twitter after the game week.
And they've got a good fixture, haven't they?
Playing Hartberg at home.
Nice. Well, I'll read out in fact, I can show you my Everton stack. So I've gone for this as my Everton stack. Pickford, Tarkowski captain, Garner, Dwight McNeil, Vitaly Mikolenko. My usual optimism is slightly lower this week, obviously due to Man City. I've got 1, 2, 3, I think 5 Everton stacks. I'd be very surprised if they combine for more than 1,000 points between them. So yeah, I'm not expecting big things this weekend, but there we go. Let's see how we get on with that. So on to the giveaway. I think it's probably a good time to do that now.
Yeah, go on and give some cards away. Make someone's Friday night.
Exactly. So obviously I was very excited to open Star Rare. Not so much now I've opened it, but still good value. But I decided to do a nice little Twitter or X giveaway of 3 new season Premier League cards. I don't know why I just got rid of my screen because I need it. Those 3 cards are, if they load, I've gone for a Willy Bolly because everyone needs a big Willy in their life. And also he was one of my players for the last Cap 220 effort. Actually has very good scores when he was starting for Forest earlier this season, so could be a good little prize for someone to win. Abdoulaye Doucouré, nice low value card at the moment, about to return from injury. It's a key player for us. And then Sander Berger, who is a solid scorer, international utility, and potentially could have some Division 2 utility next year if Burnley do get relegated. But 3 cards, 3 giveaway winners. Here's the little wheel. I'm going to make it big screen. We haven't done a little wheel for a while, have we?
No.
So 60, I think there was something like 65 names. Yours is on there, Rick.
Yes.
Because you did enter. I mean, if you win, maybe I won't give you a card. We'll see. But so let's see who's going to win. The first winner is going to be of a Willy Bolly. Good luck, everyone.
Spin for a Willy.
Spin for a Willy. Yeah. It is Erpin.
Erpin.
Congratulations, Erpin. You've won a Willy Bolly. I'm just going to write it down because I don't do it every time and then have to go back and watch the video. It's really annoying. Erpin Willy. That's what I've wrote there. So I'm going to remove you from that. Sorry, you can't win the other two. The next one is for an Abdoulaye Doucouré. Everton.
Everyone needs an Everton stack. Everyone's got an Everton stack, right?
Everyone loves Everton.
Oh, just past Shakhtar Donut. He'd loved another Everton card.
Yeah.
Flow 121.
Flow 121. You have a Doucouré coming your way, sir or madam. Congratulations. And then last one will be Sander Berge, as he was technically the most expensive card. So he's the top prize here. Right. Good luck, everyone. I'm really hopeful it's Sorare Mamba. Come on.
Me.
Imagine. Oh, there you are. Who's close? Cesar Jr. Cesaricho Jr. I reckon that's
Cesar Ticho Jr.
Congratulations. There we go. You've won a Sander Berge. I will wang them all your way on Sorare and then do a little tweet about it so you all know it's coming. But yeah, congratulations. And those cards are probably better than my Star Rare that I won. So happy days. But anyway, yeah, that completes the giveaway.
And just to make Friday, no Friday curse, my Cap 240 goalkeeper has kept a clean sheet. I know threshold's going into this new uncertain world, but for the last time, I haven't won it in a few weeks. We might get there. And is that your Oliver Zelenka?
Is that your new centre mid from Turkey as your captain as well?
Yes. I didn't know what to do. All these changes. I had a look at my gallery. I saw people like Royal Ivy had started putting spreadsheets of where all their cards go and things like that. I had absolutely no idea what I needed to buy or anything like that. So I decided to just buy a Turkish Euro 2024 stack instead. So
solid.
We did that preview show, didn't we, for Euro 2024 a little while ago, and I went over for Turkey, and I got a little bit, starstruck with them. So that's what I'm going for.
I like it. Very good. Good work. All right. Well, I think that completes the show. So if you would like to like, comment, subscribe, and all that vibe, as you like to say.
There you go. You got it in. Well trained.
Obviously click the bell notification on our YouTube channel. It will tell you when our shows go live or when stuff's coming on. But yeah, thanks for joining us, and up the Sorare Thursday Club.
There he is. There's a winner.
Hey.
Congratulations, Martin.
Peace out, guys.
Viva la Thursday Club.